Once you've installed the store plugin, you'll need to complete these 9 steps. Step 1 is to set up your store. Just click here. Here, pick your store name, the email for notifications, your mobile number, and your address. You can choose your critical stock level here. Once you drop to 2 or fewer items, you'll get an email saying your stock is running low. And right here, you can add your terms and conditions too. Always remember to save. Then, pick which language your online store uses. Used on your online store. Then, in orders, set your order number format. You can choose what number your order sequence starts at, whether to include the year, and so on. Plus, you can set up that thank you email for customers. And yeah, you can totally write it in English for different cases. For payments, you can edit the payment texts. You can tweak all your payment messages, things like pay by card, cash on delivery, or even pay using the Twitch app. Once that's done, move on to currencies next. Right now, only CHF is active for currencies, and you can place the symbol right before the price. Set decimal places and your cent, 1,000 separators. Now, for emails, I really suggest running a quick test to make sure your WordPress system can actually send emails, because you'll need it. You'll get a notification when there's a new order, and your customer gets a confirmation email too. Of course. You can edit those in different languages. Then, style your online store. Start by picking a pre-built theme. Like if your brand's orange, go orange. Say your brand's orange. Just pick the orange theme. Then adjust each color individually. You'll see it update live on your next buttons and the preview down below. Seriously, don't skip saving. And down the road, if you ever decide to uninstall the plugin, you'll have the option to wipe all customer and order data clean. Oh, and you can turn on a honeypot field right here to stop spam bots from messing with your forms. Now, if I head back to my dashboard, you'll see we've already knocked out the first 4 steps. Next, set up categories, click either spot. It's the same. I've already made one called wine bottles. I'll edit it to show you. This is the category name only. You see it, and I've added a rule for multiple quantities. So, it means wine bottles must be ordered in sets of 6. So they might grab 2 of this wine, 2 of that one, and then add 2 or even 3 more just to make the total a multiple of 6. And if they don't, they'll see an error message explaining why. And hey, that's just one rule. You've got others you can enable too. Now, head over to Products. This is where you'll add everything you're selling. Just hit Add Product to get started. I'll tweak one real quick. See this title? That's just for you. Your customers see this one, which you can set in multiple languages. Plus, you can add a short product description if you want. You can sell physical or digital products. For digital, just upload a file. You can hide products, mark them out of stock, or manage stock works for both physical and digital items. Add a sale price and set a minimum order quantity, like 1, 2, or 3. If I set 3, they must buy at least 3 bottles. Set a max quantity, like 6. If min is 3 and max is 6, they can order 3, 4, 5, or 6. That's your step. Then add a photo and assign a category. Seriously hit save before you leave? Once that's done, we'll move on to configuring your shipping options. Alright, shipping. Sorry, this part's still in French, but it's the free above amount option. So if I edit this shipping method, this shipping method has titles in French, German, Italian, and English. We created a free above amount rule. Charge 12 francs, but it's free for orders over 200 francs. 2 payment methods are enabled. Here's the cool part. You can disable specific payment methods for each shipping type, or create a brand new shipping method and pick exactly which payment options to allow. Anyway, next up, the order form. And look, I've already created one for you. If I edit this order form down here, I see the different fields. These are the fields we'll ask the customer for. You can add any field type, drag and drop to move them around, or edit or delete them. It's pretty basic stuff. Then, for product lists, you can choose a title here, say, red with red wines listed underneath, rosé with rosé wines below it, and so on like that. So, to set this up, I simply added a section title. I'm calling it test, and I'll put that in all languages. Then, in this section, I place this product here, and boom, it appears. Go ahead, drag everything around, or delete stuff if you feel like it. Now, in this order form, we're going to activate free shipping. For orders over 200 francs, plus in-store pickup, but you shouldn't enable both because they'd kind of conflict. Then, choose Show items as a list, one under another, or as a grid, side by side. With Grid View, items appear right next to each other. You can choose to show or hide the product description, plus these handy tabs that show where you are in the checkout process. Then, if I scroll back up here, I see my code. This is your short code. Go ahead and copy it. Either highlight it and press Ctrl+C, or right-click and choose Copy. Seriously, don't forget to save first. After that, head over to a page to show your order form. So I'll go ahead and add a brand new page. Name it, then go to code mode. It's key. Right here. I'll paste my shortcode, and boom, my order form shows up on this page, just like the one I built earlier. Now, back in Tickets, it's been moved and transferred into the ticketing system. For my event, I can filter and view everyone who signed up. I can export the list to CSV, or simulate scanning a QR code, like, if your smartphone crashes during the event, just use a laptop. You can also validate or invalidate each ticket right here. Oh, and you can even delete a ticket, say, if someone placed a new order. Then, over in Help, you'll find all the support docs on the website plus short explanations of how the plugin works.